direction. No one can pull me out. I've always felt different from the others. I'm running away now. Fear that faded won't stop bleeding. 'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me. Burning inside, but I am alive. I'm not the one that you used to know. I've always hated to act like the others. I found my way to. Tears are fading, won't stop bleeding. Fears are fading. 'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 19 days away from WrestleMania. This is the Raw Patrol. My name is Chris Best. Right now, I am doing this show solo, and I'm not talking about Sokoa. But tonight, we've got quite a stacked show, as right now, we are looking at Cody Rhodes coming into the ring, or coming into the arena, I should say. He's got his dog with him, which is interesting to see. We are seeing right now DIY and the Creed brothers, who are going to be competing in a tag team qualifying match for the ladder match tonight. We got Leeds coming in. Leeds, brother, how is it going? Are you looking forward to tonight's show? Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing tonight. Oh, right now we've got Jey Uso making his way to the ring right now. Wonder what he's got to say. I know he's going to respond to exactly what Jimmy Uso had said. Jimmy Uso accepting the challenge for Jey Uso, for a match with Jey Uso at WrestleMania. And of course, we got Pat McAfee on his chair doing the yeet. Oh, yeah. Leeds is saying this card is looking stacked tonight, and I tend to agree with you. This is going to be a stacked show tonight. Last woman standing, Becky versus Nia Jax is on the cards tonight. We got three qualifying matches for the tag team ladder match tonight. As right now we are seeing the card, Jimmy and Jey has been made official. Brother versus brother at WrestleMania. I think the last time that happened was Matt and Jeff back at 25, I think. And we got Jay's got the microphone in his hand here, so I'm wondering what he's saying. Would like to welcome everyone over from JJ's show who's come in to raid the show. Yeah, I'm going solo just for now. Just for now. There's going to be people coming in later on. Oh, and look at this. We've got Jay, who started off his promo, but now we see Solo and Jimmy walking through the crowd right now. And we have ourselves a double run-in from one Bubba Duke and OMD. How are you gentlemen doing?
Doing very, very well, brother.
It was a good show over there on the preview review show.
Oh, I stuck around until I had to leave because had to start the show because we are Carl-less tonight.
Yes, we are.
So, my question: this has been made official now. This is happening at WrestleMania.
Yes. Yeah, Jimmy accepted the challenge on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. I don't watch SmackDown, so unfortunately, my Fire Stick kind of took a turd on me.
We just got them standing face to face, staring each other.
To me, Jay's always been a bigger star than Jimmy. Jimmy's kind of always been riding the coattail.
This match, though, it could be a star maker for Jimmy.
Absolutely.
Very
Where
well.
do we see this match positioned on the WrestleMania card?
Pre-show day one?
No, it's going to be a main show.
Is this something you put on day one with that tag team match happening? Or is this a day two thing? So that they're occupied when Cody's trying to do his thing.
See, that you pose a good question there, Bubba. Really good question.
That is why I'm here.
I can see either night. I can see these two opening it because for WrestleMania, you want to start the show off with a bang.
Yep.
This match could be that match.
That's exactly what I was thinking. This is your opening match, night one.
For either night, though, it would still be a good opener, you know?
Yeah, but I think on night two, your opener is going to be Seth and Drew.
Whew. What a way to kick off night two. My boy winning that heavyweight title. I would love that.
Mm-hmm. Because we all know the headliner for night one is going to be that tag team match for Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth.
Yeah.
Got Bobby Stats coming in saying, hello, how's it going, Bobby Stats? Glad to have you
Hey.
here.
Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Leeds coming in saying Jimmy looks like he's constipated. We got Bulkster also coming in saying yeet. And JJ responding to our talk of Jimmy and Jay and where they're going to be on the card. He's saying it makes sense.
Honestly, it doesn't matter where you put them because it's going to be a hell of a match.
I think the one place you don't want to put them, though, is after the ladder match.
That's the thing. When's the ladder match?
Mm-hmm.
What night? And what spot, you know?
I think the ladder match goes night one.
Do you think so? Yeah, that makes sense because that's why we're having these like a tournament thing for the number one contender, isn't it? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a tournament style that they're having to see who qualifies for these matches.
Yeah, which I love because it gets you more and more interested in Mania.
It also showcases just how deep the tag team roster is. But we got Manson Chad coming in saying, "What's up, guys? How's it going, Manson Chad? Glad you found us." Oh,
I did not see that. I did not see that coming.
I mean, Jay saw it coming clearly, but he did not see what happened afterwards.
Someone's going to come out and help him. You know that.
They're already chanting for Cody to come out and help.
Okay, there's someone's coming because both of them just looked at the. Yeah.
And of course, it is Cody.
It is Cody in a freaking 3-piece suit. God, I wish I had that kind of money. And I'm sorry, but not to sound gay. Really try not to. But Cody always looks on point. Whether he's got his suit on or his gear.
Right.
he's always on point. He's got his shit together, like, and looking good. Hair's always done proper, like.
He's dressing the way a main event star should look.
The way a
In theory.
champion should look.
Yeah.
True. Very true. Yes, you are correct. I mean, it is true for the saying, dress for the job you want,
Right.
not for the job you have, which man's got it. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He's always got it on point.
And I'm actually glad you said that, because literally today I washed up the outfit I'm going to be wearing for commentary when I do CWE this Friday night.
Oh, you
Nice.
actually did it ahead of time.
Yeah.
You learned from
Nice.
your mistake. Good job, buddy.
As it was just confirmed to me tonight, I will not be at the show because we are going for a family dinner.
Yes.
Okay,
So
but will
thank
you
you for-
still be available tomorrow night? Because tomorrow night on Turnbuckle Talk, 8:05 Eastern on this same channel, we are going to be going over that card.
You'd better bet your ass. I will be.
Nice.
Because I know OMD, you will still get the chance to see it. I don't know how, but you will still get the chance to see it.
I will.
Yeah, I would love to go, but it's more of a money situation that I need to hang on to some because I have other places it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's the man, Becky Lynch, looking gorgeous, boys. Bless you. They've been doing a lot of this walking from the motorhome,
Yep.
the buses thing.
Yeah.
A lot more lately.
I love that they do that, because it's just like, when you watch like a hockey game or a football game, before the game, you see all the players walking into the arena. They've got their suits, they've got their bags. I
Yep.
think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Right
It's
now,
very unique.
our first match though is going to be a friggin' banger.
Wow.
DIX is coming out.
It's Regeneration X.
Yes, Regeneration X.
And they are taking on the Creed brothers.
And this is going to be a banger of a match.
Oh yeah.
The match I'm not excited about is the New Day taking on, who are they taking on again?
Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
So am I.
I'm not
Alpha
looking forward
Academy's
to
gonna
Miz
win.
and R-Truth versus Indus Sher. That match is going to stink. It might be better than I'm saying it though. Bulkster's asking me if I'm going to be dressed in a penguin suit. No, it's just a simple.
He is
like,
not.
but-
He's not dressing up as Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer.
Dude, that would be fucking hilarious.
Who, by the way, was on MLW this past Saturday night.
Very nice. But since I didn't have a chance before the show, I am going to hit my first locker room visit.
And we're not even 15 minutes in, guys.
Wow. It is. He did just spend an hour with me and Bulkster and Double J.
Yes.
So,
But I do believe that this is a record.
it is. Can you do me a huge favor? I know we're gonna not get our run in for a little while, but it's hard to see OMD. Can we shift his?
I'm trying to find that fix. So just give
Okay,
me a
I
second.
figured that's
Yeah.
I wasn't sure though.
Yeah. But anyways, before we do that, let's
Yes.
flash this up for OMD locker room visit. Go to carlcarafel.redbubble.com where you will find this shirt, plus plenty of other shirts from the Raw Patrol, the Boar's Nest, a
Yes.
whole bunch of other stuff from Turnbuckle Studios.
It's not just a shirt.
I'm gonna flash
either.
that.
You can get
Yeah, it's like
any
you can get it
logo
on mugs or
on
things like that,
anything.
right? Yeah.
Because I got, before this went obsolete, I got this coffee mug with the Turnbuckle Talk logo, the original one, and all their sponsors they had at that point. Except for this was prior to the Boar's Nest actually having the logo, so I didn't get it on there. But I did buy decals and a vinyl decal for my truck, my bike. I got a coffee mug with the Boar's Nest logo on it. I do have a T-shirt, which OMD and I need to sign and send to Joe, Mighty Joe. We got to send Big Joe that, because I have the original T-shirt with the original logo for Turnbuckle Studios, which when I get my new studio set up, it's going to go in the background.
Nice.
Yes. Along with the other legends of wrestling that I have on my wall.
Right now we've got a promo for Money in the Bank coming to Toronto. I wish I had the money to go to this show. I really do.
I looked into ticket prices because there was the opportunity that I had to go, not counting transportation and a hotel. It was $450 for a 3-night package in the nosebleeds.
We know. You should have listened to Turnbuckle Talk last week where we talked about that, OMD.
I was busy being a dad.
Yes, you
Yeah,
were.
but your ears weren't busy. You could have still listened.
Oh no, he was busy.
I know, but I'm just ragging on him.
Yep.
His kid. Speaking of kids and whatnot, the idea we had OMD, my little girl, super pumped. Can't remember what night it was. I think it was Friday night or Saturday night. We had jumped on with the Bulkster and Double J,
Right.
and she said goodnight to them. Well, she was so tickled pink that she could see other people and she could talk into Daddy's mic to say hi. Oh, dude, it was. She went home and told Mommy, "Guess what I got to do?"
Nice.
And she remembered their names. Joshua, like Joshua from the Bible. Oh,
right.
1 second, I'll finish that. We got Paul Heyman talking to
Adam Pearce. Yeah.
P.S. Congratulations, Paul Heyman, for being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was this Triple H pretty well begging him to, or no?
Well, Hunter's been heading up who goes into the Hall of Fame for the last, I want to say ever since Bruno went in. Because it was up to Hunter to try and convince Bruno to get into the Hall of Fame, and he did it. So
Okay, but that was with the permission of Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Vince had the final say on everything. Do you think this one is because Vince doesn't have a say anymore?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, big, huge congratulations to that man. He has earned that more times than we will ever be able to give him credit for.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah, right now we got the Creed brothers coming out. No Ivy Nile with them.
No need for her to come out for this one.
I feel like we're gonna see her later on with some kind of thing with Maxine again.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, and the Creed brothers have a new Titantron.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
For like the last few months, they've been using their old Diamond Mine one.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
that was their old stable, right? Yeah.
Yep. But now, I mean, there really is no Diamond Mine, and
Yeah, might as well get rid of it and get something new. I do appreciate that these two young gentlemen are in this match, and that was a cool show of respect right there, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see them going any further than this.
You're talking about the Creed brothers,
I don't
right?
think they're ready for it. Yeah, I don't think the Creed brothers are ready for it.
I'm with you on that one, Bubba. I do think I think it's DIY's time.
I mean, that being said, I don't know if it's DIY time, but to have DIY in the ladder match, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We have seen the Creeds in a ladder match before in NXT. And I believe it was the Creed's second match after their call-up. They faced DIY here on Raw.
I think it was their second
Yeah.
match. If memory serves me correctly.
But we have not seen the Creeds in quite some time now, whether this was getting this new Tron and this sort of repackaging.
You're meaning quite some time on Raw, because last week I watched them on Main Event.
Yes, yeah, I don't watch Main Event.
Yeah.
But we've got Robert Corson. Thank you for finding the channel, my friend. Saying official business, Brock returns with Heyman, but joins with Roman and Rock. That's not going to happen.
Not
I'm
at
sorry.
all.
No.
And I'm still holding steady. I know you guys said there's a possibility of Brock coming tonight, but I think he comes after WrestleMania, the Raw afterwards.
You think he's waiting for that moment?
Yep.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I don't think he's returning tonight. I think if he was going to, it would have been last week.
Yeah, well,
because it's always that Raw after WrestleMania where there's something big that happens. Last year, it was Brock returning again, but or no, it wasn't Brock returning, but it was Brock turning on Cody Rhodes.
yes. I don't know, because I mean, if Brock says, "I'm coming back now," he's coming back now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Brock hasn't said it. He was just technically reinstated.
What if it's what's best for business? No, I tend to agree with both these guys. I'm just bullshitting. Yeah. Speaking of bullshit, he's right here. I think he's going to come back the Raw after WrestleMania, if anything, for that big pop. We're all going to freak out, and then he's going to go, "I want your title. You don't deserve to have it." And he's going to go for said title.
Whichever championship he chooses.
That's why I didn't specify. Yeah. That's why I didn't specify. But if Gunther still has that Intercontinental Championship, I could see him going after that one, going, "You think you're the best, you're the ring general. Well, guess what? I was here before you, and I demanded respect in this ring, so you're going to give it." Turn him into the new Brock Lesnar, or the new Goldberg. Who's next? You're next.
I was going to suggest Cody, but if Cody does win against Roman, that means Cody goes to SmackDown, so we wouldn't see Cody. Well, we probably would see Cody on the post-Raw, but
yeah,
on the post-Mania Raw, but I just don't think it would make sense for Brock to go to SmackDown.
No.
We got Manson asking, Sub Turnbuckle, how do you feel about WWE letting wrestlers do independent shows such as Shayna Baszler announced for GCW during Mania week? More names expected in WWE. Talk to us tomorrow on Turnbuckle Talk. We're going to cover that story as well.
I can give a quick personal thought on it.
I think it's cool myself.
Yep. I'm all for it.
I personally don't give a hoot. I can understand why they wouldn't let them do it, because I'm paying for you to do my shows,
Mhm.
and I have you scheduled for said shows. And if you get hurt at this other thing, you can't do that. I
That's
understand that.
that's one of the concerns I have, because just what if they have some kind of thing planned for her at WrestleMania? Say she's going after the women's tag belt or something like that.
Yep.
You know, there's always that what if.
Exactly, right? Like, what it, heaven forbid, but you do got to think outside that cute little box that they're all wrapped up in. But what if, heaven forbid, what if? Shit, you could twist an ankle just walking down the freaking ramp. Like, well, there goes doing the next 6 shows.
Yeah, Oscar hurt her knee on SmackDown just dancing around the ringside. Shane McMahon blew his quads just dancing like an idiot in the ring at last year's Mania.
Yeah. So anything can happen. It's unfortunate, but if you really don't have plans for said major event coming up,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I would go do something else, just to keep fresh and whatnot and have fun. That's just, again, personal opinion. I will not be on Turnbuckle Talk tomorrow, so I thought I'd get my 2 cents in.
Yeah.
Of course.
I wish I could, but I have a prior engagement to do. Whoa, almost screwed that up. Oh, dude, double
That's
pin
awesome.
for real?
Yeah, pin off the O'Connor roll with a Northern Lights suplex. Beautifully done.
Textbook done, dude. Like, he couldn't have. Oh. Like, if these 2 young gentlemen continue this kind of style of wrestling, but pick up the pace on it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
well, obviously they got to get better at it and more acquainted with what they're doing, obviously. But if they can get to the caliber of DIY, doing things a lot quicker, dude, they're going to be unstoppable.
I said when they were called up after their first match, there's a tag team title run in them in the future.
Oh, absolutely there is.
100%. I wouldn't deny that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, we saw them do a little bit of work with Alpha Academy in the back before they disappeared, even though they weren't in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
What I think they need, and I could very easily see it, would be bring Kurt Angle in as a manager, and you've got the new Team Angle.
Yeah, but a lot of people also said that about Jason Jordan and Chad Gable's team too. So
Yep.
But didn't Jason Jordan have something happen to where he couldn't perform in the ring anymore?
Yep.
Yeah, his neck. He screwed his neck up.
There's also that as to why we didn't get that whole Team Angle.
But I just got to rewind this match a little bit here. I'm not rewinding it physically, but as someone who did the stalling suplex in his matches, those double stalling suplexes were beautiful.
Yes, followed by the double moonsaults.
And then the double kick out. If that's what it's called, I can't remember. My
Nip
brain just
up,
went,
yeah.
Yeah.
Tip up, yeah. Oh, are we getting some vintage Steiner here? Nope.
Vintage Steiner, I would have gone vintage Road Warriors. They're the ones who perfected
Shit,
perfected
right?
that.
Yeah, they did it before that.
Yeah.
Oh,
A little bit of a mess up there. But you know what though? I can kind of chalk this up to nerves considering they understand what's on the line in this match. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
to compete for a chance to be on the biggest show of the year,
Yep.
my nerves would be shot, you know?
Yep.
Michael
Well,
Cole almost ate that right there.
Yeah. McAfee was smart and got right the hell out of the way. Cole didn't.
Oh, God. Oh,
And second commercial break during this match.
that's okay. It's still been a banger of a match.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of a slow pace, but it's fine. Sometimes you got to start off a match, with a nice slow pace, and then finish it off with that, all the fast motion.
yeah.
Which, by the way, this Friday night, I guarantee you, we are not going to get that with one Vinny Da Vinci taking on Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah. I wish I could go, dude. And legit, the only reason I really want to go is I have a spot right here, right there, that needs
For
to be
Savio?
filled. Nope, it needs to be filled by Mr. Duggan. Gonna have the boss in there, as I like to call him, the boss.
He's on the card too. I can't recall who he's taking on this time around. I think it's Dan Jarrus, if I'm not mistaken.
I wanted to bring my mask and be like a manager for him, just to cause shit.
Be his Sergeant Commando to Diego, basically.
But better. Because I'm a real American.
Bobby Styles coming in saying that he's really enjoying this match so far. Yeah, me too. I mean,
Yep.
we're getting some nice pure wrestling out of the Creed brothers. We're getting DIY's fast-paced action as well. As we got a commercial for New York fries, and it reminded me I almost ordered some New York fries today.
Almost, eh?
Almost. I was tempted to, but then I'm like, wait, take my remaining money, go to the grocery store and get more food. You get more food from the grocery store than, say, ordering off of Skip the Dishes.
Right?
Yeah. Because pretty soon, that extra little bit of money, you're not going to have anymore.
I never have that extra. I never have that extra bit of money.
On the plus side, I went and dropped off my income tax today.
Oh, I did that like a month ago. I was like I'm not sure. I was like Ned Flanders though. The day net file opened, I filed.
No, I just take mine down to the United Way, but then the last month I've been working on Mondays, so I haven't had the opportunity to actually go. So I was like, last night I said, nope, taxes tomorrow. So then I ran around looking for everything I could find.
Right.
Bulk is coming in and saying it's weird. When one of us speaks, our microphones sound like we're an owl.
Which
All
one
right.
of us, Bulk?
Ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, which one of us? That would be nice to help. Because I can't hear myself.
I can't.
You
either.
guys sound fine to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It might be something on Bulk's end then, because
Hey, Bulkster, did you get your headphones plugged in? Or is it just through your phone? Oh, it's R2. He doesn't have
he's joking around. Anyways, we're back to this match here, and just as I said, the pace has started to pick up here with Johnny Gargano taking advantage in the match. Oh, Bubba said who, so he's joking around.
I know
Yeah.
he is. That's why I did it.
Yeah. I thought, like, literally, because I'm kind of a perfectionist with my tech. I'm like, I hope something didn't go wrong with my mic because I kind of need it.
Right.
If it really came down to it, bro, I would let you use mine.
What is Tommaso looking to do?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Celtic.
Oh shit!
Celtic Cross or White Noise? I confused the two. Off the second
Celtic Cross is like the Razor's Edge.
Okay. Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
the White Noise essentially.
That was the supersonic freaking White Noise. Jesus. Holy. I haven't seen that move in a long time.
Well, we haven't seen Sheamus in forever, so
Right?
There's another guy I'd love to see in that Intercontinental matchup.
Yeah,
Or
well,
feud,
that's why I said I was sort of expecting his or Brock's music last week, and we didn't get it. So,
well, technically Sheamus is still a SmackDown dude, so
but still. Just be epic to see him, Brock, and Gunther just beating the snot out of each other. Speaking of beating snot out of each other, holy crap, those guys are going.
these totally just ended up in like a hockey fight, basically.
It was a bitch fight, let's be honest. They were slapping the hell out of each other.
And it looked like they were going a little bit stiff. Just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Holy cow. Jeez Louise, Batman.
April 1st,
Really?
Bray documentary on Peacock. Should we do a watch along? Well, the problem with that is we here in Canada don't get Peacock.
We don't get the cock here in Canada. Come on now. Oh, are we going to see a double tap out? Look at the crippling crossface. And...
See, this is why you can't look away when you're watching DIY, because 1 minute they're down on the ground, they're getting beaten up. The next minute they're dominating.
yeah.
Or being dominated. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. What a car wreck. Oh, my God. Wow, that was pretty cool. Holy.
That moonsault. Oh, I thought they had it. I thought they had it. Sorry, OMD. I know we're usually ahead of you, but
You are. I just got the toss off the shoulders.
oh, you're miles behind us then.
Oh, no.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, I seen that coming too. Oh,
wow.
Jesus. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Wow,
But wow.
that finish. That finish was something else.
Wow. My goodness.
And of course, the obligatory sign point that has to happen.
But yeah, come on. But the commentators are standing.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Michael Cole sounds like he's losing his shit.
That's a little okay.
What?
Just looking at the bottom graphic. OMD, did you get the finish, by the way?
I
I
did.
can talk about this. Okay.
I did.
They just flat out said that DIY's in the match.
Yeah, they are.
Over on SmackDown, they're doing a tournament style. It's a little
yeah,
strange
they were
for me.
qualifying.
Yeah, they were qualifying for the qualifier, which was weird.
Yeah,
it's weird to
which
me.
I
now.
thought was that tonight.
Yeah. What the hell is Finn Balor wearing?
That's very European, bro. It is. My brother-in-law wears crap like that. It's just like, bro, really?
Yeah, but it's like 1999 called. They want their style back.
Yep.
Because, dude, 1999, I was rocking the fucking bucket cap. OMD can vouch for that. Yeah, that's how far back mine and OMD's friendship goes, is into the 90s. That's how long it's been.
Is this how they keep the freaking tag title in the Judgment Day? Split them up between the two that have it now and Dom and JD? Wouldn't that be a freaking plot twist?
Bulka coming in saying, I will see if I could host a watch along from my PC with any of you who would want to watch. It's not going live. Just, oh yeah. Okay, so chill in a room and then watch it somehow.
Share screen and put it up like we do with the videos.
Yeah.
Video game stuff. Which, P.S., we may not get to play Gears of War 5 on Thursday. If that happens, we're just going to debut our new game that we found.
Speaking of which, I finished Uncharted 2 last Saturday. This Saturday Night Gaming, I start on Uncharted 3.
Very nice.
How many of them is there?
There's 5, essentially. So there's 4 in the main line, but there's a 5th one that was released as like a DLC, but it basically is a separate game.
Oh, cool. Wasn't a game that I haven't even really paid attention to, so...
There was also one that was released on the Vita, but that's one I won't be playing because there hasn't been a console release for it.
Right.
Okay.
So...
Still, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I know when I don't have my kid, I watch the show and just relax. It's been a pretty cool storyline so far.
I also finished my my WWE 40 Years of WrestleMania.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Is this your first playthrough? And it definitely is not my first playthrough with Uncharted. And the reason I go back to it is because of the story. I love the characters. I love the story that surrounds the characters that are in it. It just makes me want to go back and relive like the moments that you encounter in the game, you know?
Yep. And as for Gears, it's Bubba's first playthrough. I play it at least once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying the playthrough. It was a game that when it came out, my buddy had it. I played like 2 minutes of it and handed him back the controller and was just like, nope, not my style, not my game, not having it. Never touched it again. And then OMD was like, when we were talking about doing the show, he was like, well, this is one of the games that I want to play. And I was I hemmed and hawed about it. And then we made a deal. that he would try a game that I really liked that he wouldn't really normally play.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll try Gears and we'll give it a shot. And I actually fell in love with the game. And if I could, I would go back and play it again and again
Yep.
and again
Mm-hmm.
and play as different characters if I can. Like on number 5, we could play as 2 different people. So I would
Yep.
switch it. Or just fucking play as the robot even, like
Yeah.
So right now they're talking about the induction of Thunderbolt Patterson, who's a wrestler I didn't know anything about until the Hall of Fame induction. Then I read deeply into him and found out that he was the key to starting the Four Horsemen.
Really?
Yeah. It was Arn and Ole. Ole was tag teaming with Thunderbolt at the time. Arn and Ole turned on him. And then that led to the Four Horsemen being built.
Nice.
So he was the catalyst for that start.
yeah. Oh, they're showing a recap from the women's match last week. I love the angle because they really make her look so much bigger
Mm-hmm.
than the other girl that it's crazy. The camera's been on point. I know Carl pointed that out like last week and the week before, but the camera angles have just been dynamite.
Right now, so we got Casey Squared taking on Andy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. This should actually be a pretty entertaining little match.
Yep.
Oh, we got the one, the only Chris Parrish coming in saying, hello, hooligans. How is it going? The inmates are running the yard tonight. As I've stated at the top of the show, we are Carl-less tonight.
Yeah, he's got the shoot job, eh?
Yes, he does. Tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah. Ooh.
So just from watching like how Candice is reacting to everything in the ring, it is clear after last week, her and Indy have turned heel.
Well, she's turned heel. Indy still has that.
Dazed and confused look.
The
Yeah.
uncertainty.
I mean, if you're going to turn heel, let's change your outfits a little bit. Instead of that dark blue, let's make it black. You know what I mean? Put some dark color in there. Besides just dark blue. With whatever the heck's on it, sparkly shit.
What's going on?
I don't know. What's going on?
Okay.
Ooh, that'll hurt a knee.
Well, that's why I was saying what was going on, because the referee kind of slowed the match. And okay, yeah, I see what they've done here.
What happened?
So Katana Chance is injured, supposedly. We have I'm not. OMD, let me know when you've got to the finish, so I can explain it here.
I missed
I
what
got the
happened. I know they.
finish.
Yeah. Okay, so what happened here was Katana Chance got hurt. I don't know how. We had Indy doing the uncertain thing that I had just talked about, but then we had Candice LeRae come in and do the heel thing and just totally attack her knee, finish her off, take the win, steal the win, as it were.
That was kind of weird to me, but okay.
Katana missed a move and hurt her knee coming off the ropes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
I'm gonna say hurt because maybe it's probably a played out injury or fake injury,
Yeah.
That will determine on what the news tells us later, because right now that would mean 2 women from the tag team division are down with a knee injury because Asuka's hurt too.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
And Bulkster coming in saying, "Go Candice. Candice is awesome." And I agree. She is awesome. I love
agree.
her. And Bulk is like, "Wow, you are way behind OMD."
Yes, yes, I am.
But right now we are getting highlights from the Rock concert that happened on SmackDown. This I really think that this promo could have done without the concert, because the promo he cut after the concert was fine. That's all he needed to do.
It's still just Dwayne being Dwayne and hogging spotlight for himself.
Are they like replaying the whole concert? Because then that would just be kind of a waste of time. Okay, they didn't do the whole concert.
Thank God.
God. Yep. We spend too much time talking OMD when we can finish each other's sentence like that.
Right?
See, like that,
really?
that last half was good, but like I said, could have done without the music.
Could have done without all of it, really. My friend that lives in Philly is going to WrestleMania. I'm a little jealous. Becky's taking that title, PS, just to let everybody know.
Not off Io Sky. Bailey's taking that one.
Yep.
Because it's Bailey and Io and Becky versus Rhea.
I mean, I said Becky and meant Bailey.
Yeah.
Holy cow. It's been a long day, dude.
Understandable. Understandable on that one. But regardless, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. That's actually going to be a very busy weekend for me.
Yes.
It's going to be a busy weekend for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, Thursday.
That's why
I am really debating on booking WrestleMania Saturday off just so I can prep and rest up and watch Stand and Deliver.
And then join us for the watch along later that night.
Of course.
I've already started getting things together for the editing for the promotional stuff. So
I know that if the Bulkster gets everything working properly for us, we are doing a Thursday, Friday Boar's Nest where we are simulating the matches at WrestleMania to give our prediction on who's going to win those matches. So if the Bulkster gets it together, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Double feature for the Boar's Nest. We will do Thursday night will be night 1 for WrestleMania, and Friday will be night 2 WrestleMania. And they're not going to be stretched out long matches where you have to watch the whole entire thing. It's just short matches to get the winner, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're all going to talk about it and give our personal predictions. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Oh, oh, hell yeah!
And then we
Little
got
program,
the Hall of Fame induction too.
Yeah. Little programming note, that Saturday there will not be a Saturday night gaming because we are doing the WrestleMania watch along.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's going to be too much for me. It was too much for me when I did that for the Royal Rumble. I was done after that,
Right.
you know. Right now we got a little bit of a promo video with Bubba's boy, one Drew McIntyre.
No,
I'm
dude.
still at the
Or no,
Jays
that's Bray
commercial.
Wyatt. Sorry, that's Bray Wyatt.
No, it's his
It's Bo
brother.
Dallas.
Oh shoot, my kid's going. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, this is for the documentary. I thought it was Drew McIntyre because I saw the beard. Okay, I gotta ask, why is Hulk Hogan in a Bray Wyatt documentary? Hulk and Bray had nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, I could not answer you as to why Hulk Hogan is in it.
Oh, the Fireflies. That just brings a tear to my eye just seeing that.
Right?
But right now we've got Cody Rhodes making his way to the ring, and you know he's coming out to respond to what The Rock did on SmackDown.
Yep.
Bobby Stats coming in saying you guys always do great. We thank you for for that, Bobby. We love every one of you guys who come in and check out the show.
Greatly appreciated. Thank you for being here each and every week with us, Bobby. It's a pleasure to chat with you, to interact with you. We love having you here.
Okay, so what was that thing about Bray Wyatt and Odell?
It was a promotion for the documentary coming up.
Oh, there's a documentary coming out. That's cool.
Yeah.
Terry sent it out on the Window Lickers chat about April 1st.
When I'm at work, dude, I literally open, close, so it goes away on my phone because I'm too busy with work. I'll take a look at it, though. I haven't gone back yet because I haven't gone to bed to chill.
Oh, we've got ourselves a Chris Parrish run-in. How's it going, Parrish?
So what do you want to talk about?
We want to talk about this
Hashtag
Cody
we want
promo.
Cody.
You know what's always funny about this whole tag match where they're saying if Cody and Seth lose, it's bloodline rules. And they're like, Cody might not finish his story. Well, why is it only bloodline allowed at the ringside? Nobody talks about what happens if people interfere on behalf of Cody.
True.
It's legal.
There we go. You're muted, Parrish. If you're I see you talking, but you're muted, or you were.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to you. So seeing if the command thing worked or not.
There's a lot of fire from Cody in this promo here.
Well, I mean, he did talk about his mama.
Yeah. I mean, that would drive fire. That would light a fire up anybody's ass.
Isn't it funny that The Rock slaps Cody because he said that Roman Reigns' ancestors would be embarrassed to him? But then all the crap Rock says about Cody's family, he thinks that's just okay.
Yeah.
What's going on in those Willie Nelson concerts?
Were they seriously chanting "little dick"?
It was LDS, they were saying.
Oh, terrific. There's a guy on Twitch that's totally going to get banned.
Is he showing the show?
100% he is. But his name has Seahawks in it, and let's face it, nobody who likes that team is intelligent, so that just makes all the
This
sense.
is true. We got Paul Heyman standing at the top of the ramp now. I got to tell you, when you're talking about the Seahawks there, Parrish, one of my favorite things is seeing fan reactions to when the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl there that one year. Just the change in their demeanor was just hilarious to watch.
I hate a team even more. That makes me have to cheer for the Patriots, so yeah, I have a disdain for the Seahawks. Still gotta love the respect from Cody. He says, "You're a Hall of Famer. If you want in this ring, be my guest."
Mm-hmm. Just paying attention to Paul's words there, and I think it's a bit of a long shot, but he said nobody from the Bloodlines will be there during their face-to-face. But what about Tama Tonga showing up?
I mean, we can talk about Tam Tonga, but what about maybe there's somebody else? Maybe there's a female that could join.
A certain woman who's going to possibly be the last woman standing later tonight?
I was thinking Tamina, but maybe Nia.
You know what? I knew you were going to go that way. I had to set it up. Bobby Stats saying maybe Jacob Fatu. How fitting that they cut to a promo with Nia too. Oh, we got a Ricochet match coming up.
We'll see. His new theme song makes him look bigger, but his old song was just better.
I will agree with that. Oh, Ricochet and Dom. Okay, that's what they were talking about in that backstage promo because I couldn't hear them.
Every time he does his backflip now, all I'm thinking about is like that Deadpool Superman landing, Superman landing, Superman landing. Or superhero landing, sorry.
Yeah, superhero landing.
Yeah.
Still, it's funny. It's even funnier when you say Superman.
But it's just funny because he doesn't anymore because he just like puts his hand down. I'm like, there's one of these times where he's just gonna like put his hand down, but he's gonna slip and he's just gonna like eat the mat, and it's gonna be funny. See, even Bobby Stats agrees.
Yeah, Bobby Stats coming in saying he likes Ricochet's old music too, and
I mean,
gotta agree.
He doesn't have bad music. It's just it doesn't. I don't know. You can't beat a good instrumental. If you have a good instrumental, why change it? Like, imagine if Goldust came out to something different.
Like when he came out to when he became the artist formerly known as Goldust and had that stupid theme there.
Well, I mean, that was different because he like he changed everything.
But still, it didn't. Nothing about that fit him.
No, nothing what he did, but I mean, that's what happens when you're on heavy drugs.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, yeah, I have an idea. Hey, why does that cloud look funny? Actually, better yet, that's what happens when Goldust actually is on Stardust. OMD is just locked in.
Yeah, you're being silent there, brother.
Well,
What? Did you see that the Saints signed Chase Young today? Did you?
meh.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, who the hell is Chase Young?
You really
That's
don't
where you
pay
read up
attention.
on him.
Yeah, he was just a second overall pick like 3 years ago.
Never actually heard of him.
That's, again,
It's a good thing I do the NFL podcast then.
Yeah.
And the 49ers signed Dobbs. Interesting. Raiders signed Madison. And the Texans got New Jerseys.
Are they see-through just like all the MLB jerseys?
No, NFL doesn't do that shit.
I know.
There's only like 2 teams that have really terrible looking jerseys. One of them are the Seahawks.
I will agree.
And I think the Atlanta Falcons, they should have gone back to what they used to wear. No, it was just funny because there was I go for my lunch today and then I go on and I check the Twitter and there's this Titan fan page thing saying, oh, let's happy because it's Chase Young visit day. And they're like, he already visited these teams and he's in Tennessee. And it's like, well, one, if you knew your homework, he rescheduled his visit with the Saints from Friday to today. He's currently there now. And then, yeah, just a crow, like super hard. I went and checked back on the thing, and he like lost a lot of followers because it's just a Bush League source.
So, for those who are watching on Sportsnet, did your audio cut out too?
I don't have my audio on, so I can't answer
No.
that question.
So Miami signed Jack Driscoll today.
Who?
He's an offensive lineman that's coming from Philly.
I know who he is. I know my football. That's the one thing I want the Saints now to do next is work on their tackle. But we very well could just draft one. Did you guys know that Jey Uso is the second most used character so far in WWE 2K24?
Yep, I've used them a couple of times already.
I can't wait till somebody does like a big chop block when they do that handspring back elbow.
Yeah.
Like they just go and jump and somebody just has the wherewithal to be like, nope, and take out the freaking knee.
And we're back to commercial.
I love the flex by Dom. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite part.
I love that he does that, even though, you know, he doesn't really have any muscle definition to do that. It's like when Earthquake used to do it.
I like it when I go to like my nephew games and they'll do it and you're like, you guys are 13. Come on.
What's up?
An interesting trade proposal for fantasy.
So does it cost anything to get in on like those fantasies or anything like that? Or
It doesn't cost anything, but you can definitely play for money. Like it depends on your league. Like you can do free leagues or you can do buy-ins and whatnot.
yeah. Because I think that might be something that might be fun to immerse myself into at some point.
I'm almost getting to the point where I'm not a big fan of one-offs, like one-year offs fantasy game. That kind of like continuations.
Mhm.
Like keeper leagues. They're a lot more fun and you can kind of get behind them a little bit. And that way, if you suck on 1 year, you're not giving up like halfway through.
Right. You can always just look forward to next year and try and be better.
Well, you just know, like, okay, yeah, like that's just like you know it's not over. But I mean, in my work league, I started off 0-7, and then I went to the semifinals. So it's weird.
Yeah, I actually remember how frustrated you were that you were going 0-7 and then suddenly started stacking up the wins.
I just never understood why my team was bad. And like I drafted very well. It's just like every stupid thing that could go wrong went wrong.
Right.
Like having the top 5 rushing running backs get you only 5 fantasy points combined. Very rare, but
Yeah.
happens.
We got Bulk asking, Bubba, what is on your phone that is so mesmerizing?
He's looking up LDS. It's like little Duke syndrome. What up?
It's a potential girlfriend is what's on my phone.
Does she know about LDS?
Yeah, she's met Little Duke already.
And how did she like your baby? See how I brought that back into in a nice little PG way. Get your mind out of the gutter, their audience. Bulkster, I'm looking right at you.
Right. Wow. Judgment Day is going to have to pick up Dom's head in the top row of the nosebleed seats there. Holy.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I don't
okay,
know. I didn't know who sold better, JD or Dom.
I'm actually surprised that Ricochet won this. For some reason, I had Dom winning it.
He's like, I'm 2-0 for the Judgment Day, boys.
Yeah. I just got the finish, so.
Could we see a situation where they go to offer a tag match against Ricochet, and that's where Braun Strowman returns to reform that tag team with Ricochet?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to say no because I actually have JD and Dom as going to be one of the entrants into the ladder match at Mania.
Well, you can still do Braun and have that qualifying match, OMD. Just going to put that out there.
See, we're just combining ideas.
Because Braun is due to come back, from what I understand. He's been due for a while now.
Aw, I didn't even know he's pregnant. Sorry, had to.
Bulk is asking you, Bubba, did you notice her first?
Did I notice her first? Yes.
We got Bobby Stats coming in saying maybe Ricochet wrestles against Finn Balor next week's Raw.
Maybe. Ooh. Which is coming from the guy that couldn't be.
Yeah, couldn't beat him either.
I still don't care what people are saying. I still think Sami Zayn walks out of Mania with the IC title.
I will agree with you on that one, Parrish.
I completely disagree.
Why don't I have audio? That's retarded.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa!
I have Gunther retaining at Mania because, quite simply, you got to get him over that 2-year mark now.
Why?
Why?
I watched a promo today, and it was going back to Mick Foley and CM Punk, where CM Punk said, "I didn't have to beat up my body to leave a mark. You know what I just did? 309, and tomorrow it's 310, and then the next day it's 311." And then Mick Foley just rips into him and tells him nobody cares about dates. It's all about the memories. It's all about the moments. And then he still needs his. Which is funny, because fast forward that all this time, he definitely had his moments. But I'm kind of at that point now where he got his record against Hockey Tonk Man. He's gotten the longest consecutive days and cumulative days. I don't know. I mean, maybe he goes 2 years. I don't know. I just think he's really outgrown that title.
No, I think he goes 2 years and then he'll drop it leading up to Bash in Berlin.
I think he drops it at WrestleMania because let's say he does retain at Mania. Who steps up next? That's the question. And I feel like he's run through his list of challengers for that Intercontinental title. Thus, with Sami, when Sami takes it, now you've got a new list of contenders.
I mean, after Mania, you will do the draft. So you can bring in, say, a Braun Breaker. That could be a possibility. You can move up Ilya Dragunov after Mania season. That could be a guy. Bobby Lashley could be a name.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also ready for Gunther to make the next step, maybe into the main event championship, world heavyweight title.
Yeah.
But Bulk is saying Brock Lesnar is a possibility.
If there were plans to bring Brock back, which there aren't.
Right.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes.
Maybe. I could see him more on the U.S. title right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't be opposed to if Carmelo continues with the heel run on SmackDown. Logan Paul drops the U.S. title. I wouldn't be opposed to either Kevin Owens or Randy Orton versus Melo.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Gunther, we will be seeing him briefly.
Mm-hmm. Got a contract signing to do. Typically, these end in shenanigans.
Now, I have a Here's something that listen. What if, because we've been talking about Imperium adding a fourth member. What if Chad Gable becomes that fourth member?
That would be intriguing.
It would. But then what happens to Alpha Academy?
Oh, it's done. I think if you want to push Chad Gable as a solo, you do it at the expense of Alpha Academy.
Yeah, right now you got Otis and Tozawa who are going to be in tag team action later tonight. They can go off and do their own thing. And you've got Maxine and Ivy Nile already doing their own thing too.
So it's Otis and Tozawa in the tag team qualifier?
Yeah. They're taking on Indus Sher.
Yeah.
You got to
So
read the chats, man,
the-
because I said that on the show. I
they're
said that on the
taking
chat
on
on
the
the
New
show.
Day.
Or
I didn't know
right,
it was
the New Day.
I thought it was going to be Gable and Otis.
No.
That's disappointing because I really didn't want New Day in that match.
It's still going to be a fun match. And who's to say New Day isn't even going to win? Because I think Otis and Tozawa could do it. Tozawa's been on a bit of a roll lately. Gunther just looks like a Bond villain in that suit.
I'll give Gunther about 5 years, and then all of a sudden he's going to just be not as bland as the black and white in suits. He's going to just have all this like high quality.
Are you thinking he's going to be the next Seth?
No, but like his suit game is just going to go up because he looks like he's going to a funeral right now.
Yeah. So he's going to dress more like what Cody wears for a suit.
I mean, his wife did do a lot of fashion.
Yeah. I kind of liked that whole transition from the contract signing to this backstage promo. That was cool.
It's a great way to kind of just keep the show going without having to do another commercial.
Yeah. Somebody's got a loud TV.
Yeah, it would be OMD.
Yep. There, see, and I called it earlier. There was going to be no physicality during the contract signing.
Yeah, you did. But that
The words hurt, man.
sticks and stones, brother. Sticks and stones.
Yeah, but it's 2024, all right? And everything can hurt me.
Yeah, now we're gonna go to commercial because they got to roll the carpet up.
And Miz needs his like 10 minutes to take off that stupid robe and headband.
Yeah.
Because he's not Cobra Kai.
No, he's better than Cobra Kai. He's
Oh,
awesome.
God, he wouldn't even make that team.
Bobby Stats coming in and saying that he's looking forward to watching Gunther and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
it's
match.
be a banger. Actually, looking up and down at the whole WrestleMania card, there's not a bad match I can't think of right now.
No, the one thing I'm just more really curious about is how they're going to put everything together just to keep everything fluid in terms of momentum and pace, because these cards are very, very enduring.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said that a possible night 1 or night 2 opener could be Jay and Jimmy. So,
Yeah, well, I think you might even pull one of the women's matches if they're not both going to be semi-main events.
mm-hmm.
One of them could very well be an opener.
And if that were the case, I might go Becky Rhea for that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I'd put them both in the semi-main event slots, but at the same time, I also don't want to do the exact same thing on night 2 that I would do on night 1.
Right.
But knowing that you have a tag match to finish off
Night 1.
night 1, it might even make sense to have maybe that ladder match kick off, and then you can open and close with big tag matches. But
Yeah.
that always depends if how many tag matches they do plan on having. Because if you only have 2, then you don't put them on the same.
Yeah. Well, I've got Jay and Jimmy opening night 1. I've got Seth and Drew opening night 2.
I really hate. No, I really wanted to see Seth in more of a main event slot. And then thing is though, I don't consider night 1 last match a main event.
Right.
Because when I hear main event, I look, well, it was the main event of WrestleMania. Well, it's the match that went on last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, WrestleMania is not finished on night 1, therefore, in my eyes, I don't look at the last match on night 1 as a main event. People are like, well, it's the main event of night 1. And I was like, okay. But
it's not the main event for the entire weekend.
Right.
No, but it's not a main event of WrestleMania. And that's,
right.
to me, WrestleMania, it's a 2-night event or 2-day event. And to me, the main event's always the last match on the card. So the last match on the last day, in this case, would be the main event.
Which that's going to be Cody and Roman regardless. So
yeah, and so it's like, I know what people are trying to say. It's just like, oh.
So to maybe keep importance with Seth and Drew, I'd put that as the semi-main for night 2. I mean, who's to say you can't have 2 world title matches back to back?
You can, but I think that's oversaturation.
Thing is that depending on how much momentum Bayley has and what her reaction is leading up to WrestleMania, and if you do plan on doing a more than of a negative finish onto that tag match, I would think about maybe having that as my semi-main event on night 1, or the second to last match on night 1, just so the crowd has a reason to like their feel-good story, and then now all of a sudden you have this match.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, everybody. Veer Mahan has made it to Raw, by the way.
That joke is so old.
I know, but I had to throw it out there still. But after tonight, he's probably going to leave Raw for another 4 months.
Not gonna lie, Indus does nothing for me. I'd prefer Gallus on the main roster.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they get the call up, though, at the draft.
They also could be a night after Mania or like week after Mania thing.
Yep.
Could you imagine if they actually decided to announce the draft to happen at the Raw after Mania and the SmackDown after Mania?
No, they won't do that.
No.
I know, but
I can't see it coming this close after Mania after it got delayed by 6 months last year. So they just had it in September.
they didn't have the draft in September last year.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
The draft was in like towards the end of April, dude. I very much distinctly remember that watch along and how we all stayed up afterwards and watched Raw Talk for the further drafts.
It was in May 8th. Or sorry, the 2-night event began with the April 28th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, and then May 1st. So everything on May 8th took into effect.
Yeah.
This match just really feels forced.
Yeah. I mean, going into it, we already knew Truth and Miz were going to win.
Now, I would have been okay with both teams losing on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have put like Awesome Truth. I would have put like, I don't know, I would have just like split it up and had I don't know. I'd rather see like Pretty Deadly in this match than Awesome Truth.
So I wonder what these qualifiers are. We getting any qualifiers from NXT, maybe?
No,
Or it's just Raw and SmackDown?
just Raw and SmackDown. Well, think about it. If Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce came together to create this thing,
Oh, yeah, that's true, because fucking Rocky's daughter would have been there, too.
or at least Shawn Michaels,
Yeah.
which I think after WrestleMania, I think you just pull the plug and you'd be like, okay, Ava Raid, you're boring as a GM. We're going to put Regal back.
Yeah, I'd take Ava off and let her get some more training.
Imagine the GM's meeting where it's Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and William Regal. You're just like, dear God, who looks better in a suit?
Right.
And the answer is definitely not Adam Pearce. No offense. Don't call you Scrap Daddy because you look good in a 3-button tuxedo, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's William Regal and Nick Aldis, and I mean, you're just not going to beat England when it comes to wearing a suit. You just can't. When an Englishman wants to wear a suit, they kick everyone's ass.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boo.
Who earned?
There we go. Fucking OMD didn't even move. Like, but when he's just
No,
There's
I'm
no
just
reaction.
seeing because it looks like now this could just be a fan-made thing, but for Bloodsport there, it's looking like Shayna Baszler versus Masha Slamovich at GCW.
right on. Well, gentlemen, it's been a blast. I got to go make lunch and get ready for bed, but I'm still going to keep watching.
All right.
I'm just
All
leaving
right.
this.
All right. Have a good night, brother.
All right. Take care, brother.
Make sure you read up on your LDS, man.
Okay, guys, have a great night. Thank you
All
again.
right.
It was fun.
Have a good night, brother.
Hey, I'm on top. Yeah. We can change this to the 3-person one now.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Oh, here's my idea.
Chad was just fire with that promo.
Yeah. Think about this. Remember in like Rocky, where Rocky needed help to train? So he went and trained with one of his fellow competitors.
When he went to go train with Apollo Creed.
Yeah. Imagine if you do the same thing with Sami Zayn and Chad Gable.
Oh, we're totally getting the Rocky story out of this. I love it.
Yeah. Think about it. And Gunther's clearly your dragon, right?
Yeah.
And then Chad Gable turns on Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. It's fantastic.
I like how Bubba goes to bed and his favorite wrestler suddenly comes on.
That's why. He wanted to enjoy it at his own accord. He was probably done with me making fun of him about LDS. Which, by the way, we totally need to do the Bubba Duke LDS NWO shirt and put that on Red Bubba. Little Duke syndrome. Perfect. Oh, we're going to do BDM. Bubba Duke matters. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering what Seth was going to be up to tonight.
Of all the gears to wear, that's really not the most extravagant one he has.
No.
That honestly looks like a DX version of the Hollywood Hogan gear. Wait for it.
I could see it.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, if Drew was on his phone, that would have been way better.
Yeah.
Just in the corner, just checking his phone.
Speaking of phones, I'm very proud of my TikTok promo today for the show. It hit over 2,000 views, and I'm very happy about that.
Nice.
Nice. Congrats, brother.
I, of course, had to pin it right away, just like you did for your promo there, Parrish.
I always pin my 3 best ones.
Yeah.
It's just, no.
Is that how many you can pin? Because right now I've only got 2 pinned, so.
Yeah, you can only pin 3. Unless something like changes. And I don't know. I'm really not the guy to ask about TikTok.
Yeah. I do have to change the pin on one because the other pin is for my Uncharted 2, which I'm not doing anymore. Moving on to Uncharted 3, so I gotta.
Oh, then you gotta unpin that shit, man, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpin it.
Well, once I get the Uncharted 3 promo out.
Oh, come on. Should have been out 10 seconds ago. And Bobby, I agree with you. Chad Gable is great.
Yeah, Sami and I would love to see that, actually. And that's what I was kind of hinting at. If Sami Zayn walks away with the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, the list of contenders does change. Chad Gable's your first number 1 contender.
Well, okay, just hear me out. Imagine if Chad Gable, imagine if Sami Zayn defeats Gunther, becomes the Intercontinental Champion. Gunther then goes up to WrestleMania. They bring in Chad Gable to be the new guy in Imperium.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, just maybe, at Bash of Berlin, the whole plan is to have Imperium as tag champions. Chad Gable's IC champion. Gunther wins the world title. So the last image you have is Imperium draped in gold to end at the Bash of Berlin.
Yeah.
Come on, is that not a good story?
I'm just imagining them standing in the ring, just gold draped everywhere, you know? Then you've solidified Imperium as this year's dominant faction in that case, too.
Especially if you want to start breaking up Judgment Day, you got your new one. Or maybe start putting Judgment Day more in that babyface thing, and you can do Imperium versus Judgment Day at War Games.
I was just going to say that's where I'd go with Imperium after Bash at Berlin, is they got to do War Games. I kind of want to load up 2K24 afterwards and see how that match plays out. These promos tonight have been, all of them have been fire. Every single one of them tonight.
Eventually, we have to get no more talking, just fighting, and there has to be something.
Yeah. But I mean, it's clear now we're getting Drew and Seth night 2 as well.
Oh, I think that was obvious.
Yeah.
Speaking of fix, Becky Lynch looks like she just had one.
She really does.
Jesus.
But here we go with the third of 3 tag team qualifier matches tonight, which I'm actually surprised that they're just shooing them into the match as soon as they win, because I thought it was going to be just like how they're doing it on SmackDown, where it's kind of like a tournament.
Right?
But no, they're just, whoever wins, they're in the match.
So this is in, but I don't know if you guys talked about this before, but Raquel Rodriguez has been taken off TV and taken off the active women's roster. Looks like that her mast cell activation syndrome has come back.
That skin inflammation or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she gets it taken care of.
Yeah.
So just so everyone's aware of why we're not seeing Raquel Rodriguez, this is why.
Yep.
And that's why she looked puffed up the last few times we did see her.
So Dwayne returns to Raw in 2 weeks. Yippee.
OMD,
You
I
said
said,
ecstatic.
yeah. I can see.
We all know
OMD's
where I stand on The Rock, and I'm not going to go into my rant this time and start that debate again.
Oh yeah, I know. We all know that you love him.
Yeah, we know you just absolutely love him. You got a shrine to him in your bedroom. I've seen it. But no, in all seriousness, I'm calling it right now. OMD's locker room break is going to happen at that moment.
No, probably not. I will probably watch it. But my locker room break is going to happen at this moment.
That's 2.
Yes, but the first one, I didn't get to go during the Window Lickers show, so that's why I had to take that first one earlier.
Don't matter.
Yeah, it's another locker room visit.
You completely blocked me, so I can't do my big 2 in the side.
This has actually been a pretty promo heavy Raw, to be honest with you.
I mean, you got to get a couple of those if you want to start building some stories, building some of that.
Yeah.
That tension, really, right? So,
well, yeah, because we're basically in crunch time for WrestleMania right now, with 19 days left to go till the show.
Yeah, we only have 2 more Raws after this.
It still feels, yeah. It doesn't even feel like WrestleMania is still around the corner. I mean, it does and it doesn't, because like there's still that hype that's building within me for the show.
Well, I mean, 3 weeks, and then it's We're talking about WrestleMania being in the past. Think about that.
I'm looking forward to doing the Raw Patrol after WrestleMania, considering last year I didn't get to do that because my computer was in the shop.
Yeah. And I'll be in full on that one.
Nice.
Hey, the Flames are losing. That is good.
Oh yeah, they're playing Washington tonight.
And Ovechkin has 2 goals.
What's his total at right now?
2 more than it was yesterday. I don't know. How many more matches do we think WrestleMania is going to have? Bobby's asking. I think we'll probably get 4 to 6 more.
I was going to say 6 more.
I think we're going to get a women's tag team match.
There's already 12 matches announced, so.
Yeah, I think there will be at least 7 per card. We might get LWO, Legado, or Testament.
So yeah, I would like to see like what we're gonna do with the women's tag, but that's also dependent on his injury.
What did you say?
I said I would like to see what's going on.
Well,
I was gonna say I'd like to see what's going on with the OMD. Let me talk, please. Sorry. I would like to see what's going on with the women's tag team, but that also depends on the extent of Asuka's injury.
Yeah, which I heard you say was a knee, and that's incorrect. It is a foot.
Oh, it's a foot? I read knee.
Yeah.
Sorry, OMD. Go ahead.
No, I have heard about a potential like street fight between Final Testament and the Pride. As well, the speculation into a 6-woman tag between Asuka, Kyrie, and Dakota versus Bianca, Naomi, and potentially Jade.
Okay, that would be a good way to bring Jade to the main roster and still kind of protect her.
Yep.
As of right now, PWI Insider is reporting that Asuka's just been taken off shows as a precautionary. There's nothing yet known, but what they're doing is making sure that if it's nothing serious, they don't want to risk an injury, and they do want her on WrestleMania if that's doable.
Yeah. But going back to that street fight you had mentioned, OMD, I could see that actually happening on the Smackdown the night before WrestleMania. Because let's face it, on that show, they still give you like sort of WrestleMania quality matches on that show.
Yep. No, I read this today that they are discussing it as the faction wars. So like everybody involved.
Yeah, Bobby has a good point if you want to pull that up. Maybe Dakota Kai could be Kyrie Sane's tag partner at WrestleMania if Asuka's not there. I actually really do not mind that at all.
Yeah, because that would just be a play off the Freebird rule, essentially, if it is a title match, you know?
Well, I mean, when you look at it, Sonya Deville got injured, and they allowed Piper Niven to take her place in there. So I don't see why not. I mean, the billing could say blah, blah, blah versus damage control, just not which 2 members damage control.
Right. It would actually still give something for Bianca to do at Mania too, because she's been angling to get a match on the card.
I have a feeling we're going to have Naomi and Bianca versus whatever two members of Damage Control are the tag titles. To me, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Given kind of what this is going. I mean, I still would have loved this 6-team ladder match to be on the women's side of things, but I mean, I'm not going to be upset over the men's one either. And you have to think, is Andrade going to do something of importance at WrestleMania?
He did something with Judgment Day earlier, but I totally didn't catch what was said in that promo.
maybe we get Andrade versus Dom.
I was going to say Andrade versus Finn, but Finn's in the ladder match, so
yeah.
And let's not forget, we still got Legado del Fantasma and the Rey Mysterio situation still.
Yeah.
Hasn't been settled.
There is a street fight, or I believe it's a street fight. I could be wrong, but there is a match this Friday between Santos and Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, really outside of the women's tag, I don't know if. I mean, those are the only 3 potential SmackDown matches I can see being added. I don't know if there's going to be any more there.
Because I can't think of any matches, like at least on the Raw side of things, that would.
I can see Nia Jax doing an open challenge, and that's Jade Cargill. I really can see that being the potential.
I kind of like that idea. I really like that one. Because it was Jade who threw Nia out of the Rumble. You can do something off of that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I do think another women's match on the singles end should be added. And maybe on the pre-show you do something with Indy and Candice versus Ivy and Maxine.
Yeah. Speaking of Ivy and Maxine, I thought we were going to get something out of them tonight, but that's not going to be the case, clearly, because coming up next will be Nia and Becky after this match.
Yeah, let it build. And I think that's what they want. They want to see this story build a little bit more before they just give us the match. So
yeah, and they're trying to solidify Candice as more of the heel, and we still got Indy doing that whole uncertain about Candice's motifs these days, you know.
And let's face it, Maxine might not be completely over yet as that sympathetic babyface. So give her some time.
Mm-hmm. Really hyping up tomorrow's NXT show. There's been a few promos for the matches that are taking place tomorrow night.
Bobby coming in and saying, I would be down to see Andrade versus Dominic Mysterio.
Yep.
If that match does happen, that would be a sleeper match for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And just imagine after Raw, if Charlotte comes back, you can do Andrade and Charlotte versus Mommy and Domino. Think about it.
I really would not be opposed to that. Okay, this has actually so far been a pretty decent match.
Oh, that is funny.
Wow.
Hopefully Kofi's gear is actual gear for WrestleMania.
There's a part of me that wants to see Xavier Woods go to WrestleMania dressed up in his Consequences Creed gear.
Right?
I kind of want to see him and Kofi kind of do the same thing.
What's Earth Sling?
Sorry, OMD, I didn't catch what you said there.
I said, what's Earth Sling? There's a guy in there that has a sign that says wrestling is great, but put an F instead of the E.
Well, that's just like me and missing the T in Raw Patrol, because we are now the Raw Parol. Hey, I created the room at like
Carl,
1 o'clock.
I am so sorry. We've been telling you about spell check for a while, man.
Well, I mean, you did say the inmates are running the asylum, so you know
I
the
guess,
parole board is here.
Oh,
That's what I get for making the room at midnight when I was half tired and not noticing until halfway through the broadcast. Actually, Leeds pointed it out.
Yeah.
if you guys want to send any or hate mail, it's to chrisbest@hotmail.com. I don't know your email.
Haven't touched Hotmail in like 15 years.
Yeah.
So
Go check out his MySpace account.
Hey, I just created one of those.
At Christopher Damage 69.
that's probably what it was. I don't even remember my MySpace account.
I can actually admit I never had a MySpace account.
I kind of just forced myself to get one because I was living out of town and away from like all my friends at one time.
But MSN Messenger was the best.
Oh fuck! I miss Messenger.
ICQ, man.
ASL, bro. Yeah.
Yahoo
Bobby's
chats.
Bobby's like, I'm young. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those MSN message board e-feds that I used to take part in. That's old school. That's like 1998.
They should just bring that back. I'm sure it'll do well. I mean, it's no different from what we do with Slack. It really isn't.
Or with just Facebook Messenger. I remember on my MSN Messenger for the Montreal Canadiens every season, I would post their win-loss record alongside my name.
Bobby, in what text are you saying wow in? Like, how do you mean it? Wow. Are you saying wow like I can't believe we said this? Or are you saying wow like F you guys?
That we just totally exposed our age.
Oh, I turned 38 last week. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I turned 41 back in January. I'm all good.
41 right there. Then 86 is on that jersey. Oh, okay.
Oh, so we got Cody and his dog again.
Bobby, by now, are you really surprised? Yeah, I was going to ask.
He basically just got a history lesson in the internet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you know how long it took to upload music?
Dude, I
Yeah,
lived
I-
on Napster.
Oh man, I was hoping you saw the.
Not
That's
a
a
day
whole-
went by that I was going by and burning a CD off Napster.
Yeah, and it sucked because I couldn't even get Metallica on there because like they hated Napster.
I found ways to get Metallica
Oh,
off
you
there.
could, but I mean, it wasn't really like. Oh. And that's why you go to Livewire or Music
Yeah.
City, because same thing. They all had different names because first ones get like banned and then blah blah blah. But then you get a lot of viruses too, and then all of a sudden your dad is like, "What the hell? I'm trying to do work. Why is there viruses on the computer?" And you're just like, "I blame my older siblings."
We're going really gonna dig real deep here, but Bearshare was another one I used.
Yeah, I never used that. I knew of it, never used it.
Yeah.
You know what we probably did though? The man Becky Lynch. She's on her way out now. You know what she's thinking right now? I can't believe JD and Ricochet are next week. But they are.
I got the Raw Patrol notes up. I should add it there right now.
Yeah, and spell check this time, will ya?
Oh, the notes and the descriptions are spell checked for sure.
Oh, just the name of the
I gotta-
show, just the most important thing. I'm gonna fudge that one up. Welcome to Turnbuckle Rudios. I'm Chris Bass.
Oh, geez. Because you just reminded me I've got to build the room for that after the show, too.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I'm more wide awake.
Or just use spell check.
As I almost misspelled Ricochet's name.
You're muted, OMD. Jesus Christ, that is ironic.
This whole thing's just been a clippable moment.
Oh my God. When it comes out that I'm the normal one, you guys are really fucking.
There's nothing normal about any of us.
Yeah, in comparison, I disagree. We even did the one drinking alcohol on that show, and then all of a sudden, I'm just like, the logical one. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I'm saying, because next week's Raw is in Chicago, and it's already been announced that CM Punk is going to be there.
Yep.
So I got to add that to next week's description as well.
That's CM Punk with a P.
Yep.
Where's all? Take this time. I'm going to message Bubba Duke, making sure he knows, or make sure he notices. And it looks like the Saints signed a tackle. So, yay.
So they got what you wanted like 2 hours ago, or an hour and a half ago.
I mean, I don't know if it's the answer to what we needed. I think they just have one for depth.
I think we have Carl in the chat here.
Well, what did he say?
How's it going?
You need to keep that up.
You put a couple of turtles up, or whatever those are.
I can't tell what those animals are there.
Looks like ants. Carl, he miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, brother.
Yes, brother. I hope
miss
your
you on
shift is going well.
We miss you on the Raw Patrol, not the Raw Parol.
He want to know what that is. He's not a part of it, apparently.
Oh, it's crickets.
Yeah.
Just because we went quiet for those few seconds there.
I was researching something because, like, you know how about a month or so ago, I saw like a report of what's going on for Raw. I've been seeing one ever since.
Which one?
So, just like what to expect for Raw. So by the time Raw starts, there's like a leaked sheet of what to expect on Raw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it doesn't say like exactly like it just tells you like the segments to expect. Doesn't tell you necessarily like who's winning what match. It just tells you what
that's what I came across last night when I was going through my wrestling news. So that's why I did the room last night. So I'm like, okay, they've got the matches and everything in the segments there. So
yeah. So if you want to know why I knew Apollo Crews was going to be in that, I had no idea for me just guessing. I read it.
yeah.
It was just really funny to see Carl's face and reaction. I believe it's through Fightful that those are coming out. So pretty reasonable sources. And as of right now, just to go back to your Slamovich versus Baszler, GCW's like actual Twitter has yet to say anything, so it might have been just a fan art thing you saw, but there could be some to it.
Right. Well, that's why I said I don't know if it's fan made.
Yeah, but I'm just clarifying it.
Just for you, Parrish, Le'Veon Bell has created an OnlyFans account to get intimate with his fans.
Wait, there you go. For whom the bell tolls should definitely be the name of the show.
Carl coming in and saying Fightful is 50-50. Yeah, yes and no on that one.
Hey, on these, they've been accurate 100 though. So.
Yeah. Laughing at the table collapsing on Naya.
That was funny.
The look on her face, the what the fuck, she throws up her arms.
Stupid table.
I am the table.
Just get a new table. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Carl's asking, last woman standing match is happening now? Yes, it is. It is on right now.
Is there anybody else that wants Nia Jax to win? Because I totally want Nia Jax to win. I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be intriguing. Crowd chanting, "We want tables," and
well, I think they want tables too. It's just, the tables themselves don't want to stand up.
yeah.
They're like, we went to the gym and it's leg day, so yeah. Not gonna lie, that would have been a time where I would have just thrown the chair right at her. Just like you could do on WWE 2K24.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time now when I'm wrestling in ODQ matches. I kind of want to test the game and see how far I can throw a weapon though.
You just have a skills contest.
Just have one of my opponent like stand at the commentator's table while I stand at the entranceway and throw it and see what happens.
Take the time to set up a new table, Nia.
Yeah, this is where I would be putting up that table because it's clear that that table is set up for a big spot of some kind.
I mean, she can get up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a fan of what Nia was doing. I just don't like the way that spot.
Yeah, it looked like Becky was trying to sell as if the chair was choking her. Instead of, trying to maybe push the chair off somehow. Or maybe reach for one of Nia's legs and try and trip her off the chair.
Oh, here comes my hole.
That seems to have become like her Ric Flair spot,
Yeah. I can't see how that would just feel good, though. Just your tailbone, like just smacking the hardest part of the ring all the time.
Got Bobby saying maybe Liv Morgan will show up during this match. I mean, we saw her backstage.
Yep.
There we go. There's the hashtag. Carl wants more Liv. Well, you didn't get much of her tonight there, Carl. She was only in the one backstage segment, and that was it. So far.
Yep.
So far.
And Carl, just so you know, I don't know if you heard this earlier, but Raquel Rodriguez has been taken off the active women's roster as it looks like her cell condition is back, and she is no longer listed as an active member in WWE roster. Still signed to the company.
And Carl responds to that with, oh, damn, wishing her well for sure. Yeah. Well, like we said when we were watching Elimination Chamber, she looked really rough there. So.
Well, yeah, and it's because like it flared up during the plane ride to hers. And that's just the unfortunate thing. And that's why she didn't wear any makeup and anything like that, because apparently things like makeup can help activate it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the allergens and whatnot that are in the makeup that she was using.
So
that way, that's probably why it'd be best for her if she does get this thing cleared up, probably best for her to start using the hypoallergenic stuff.
Yeah, it all depends on, if this gets treated, like what she can do. Because if they treat it, she might be able to go back to what she was doing. Like, who knows? But
yeah,
I think right now it's just a matter of her taking the time, get it treated, getting it under control.
March 21st, the remake of Roadhouse. Yay.
Yeah, it's all about March 22nd for me in movies.
Yeah, it's all about March 22nd for me too, but I'm going to be doing CWE that night. And I know March 22nd, I believe, is Ghostbusters as well. So,
hells yeah.
And I'm going to be doing that CWE alongside Carl Carafil, who's in our chat.
Yes. But this new Roadhouse does not look that bad.
It does. It actually doesn't.
No.
I mean,
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll probably check it out.
Conor McGregor is a viable boss.
I can
I just
actually
can't see Jake Gyllenhaal kicking his ass.
Yeah, because every time I've seen a Gyllenhaal movie, it's been like a drama of some kind that I've seen him in.
Except for the Spider-Man one that he was in.
I didn't see that one. To be fair, I haven't seen any of the Spider-Man since Spider-Man fucking the last Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
I would actually go. I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
I haven't seen them since actually Spider-Man 3. I just happened to be up one night because I couldn't sleep, so I had it on. And it was, Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio.
Oh, okay. When you said Spider-Man 3, I'm like, okay, the last Spider-Man 3 I saw was Topher Grace as Venom.
Yeah. Tom Holland has done 3 Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
That was the last. Tobey Maguire is the last one that I saw.
Yeah, and they brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of those other than that one with Jake Gyllenhaal, just because I happened to be up.
The one with the 3 was the next one. Just to give you clarity.
But I can't even stay awake through a movie now, so.
Because you're an old man.
I am.
See, OMD does not stand for one man dynamic. It stands for old man. Damn.
That too.
I have an acronym, but I'm going to choose not to say it on a live stream. Self-control.
When you said that and the way you said that, my brain went into DDP's theme.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. So, yep, that's exactly what I was doing.
So it worked.
What happens if Liv Morgan helps Nia Jax, and this is where she just like turns on Becky?
Well, in similar vein to the Chad Gable situation, we now have another contender, a possible contender for Becky if she wins against Rhea. Or we have another healed women's tag team, because as we were talking off stream before Parish, there really is a lack of heel women tag teams right now.
That could be fixed internally, though, with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
But we left poor Chris to open the show by himself because Bubba and I had the window lickers tonight.
Yep.
What a bump.
That was actually really well shot and really well done for both women.
What a bump. Anybody who craps on Nia Jax, like, look how much she's improved. Look how safe she is now. Like, people can eat crow about her. And if not, then...
I like how she... Never mind.
Like, she took that like a champ. Like a champ. Oh, here comes the leg drop.
It was actually a different way to do the leg drop, though.
I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie. It just
Mhm.
looked too forced. If Becky doesn't make it so noticeable of like what she always does, then you like I don't know. You kind of made Nia look dumb there, and it wasn't like Nia's fault.
And we just got the finish.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
OMD is gonna get it in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was a long two, man. That was a long two.
OMD is way behind, like further behind than usual tonight.
Dear God. He's so behind that it's like, hey, Luis just won the Stanley Cup, bro. Yeah. Makes feel like better. That was the same year the Saints were established. Oh, is that Liv?
Nope.
Oh, Rhea.
So is this the blow off for Nia and Becky for now?
I think
You'd
so.
you'd have to assume that.
Yeah.
The babyface finally getting a pretty much like a good win here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the hurdle. Rhea's hair looks fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, it does. Did Rhea's theme change again?
No,
I don't have my audio on, so I can't tell you.
Yeah. It just sounded different to me, that's all.
There's the shot. Why do you go back to like the talking? You can see that from a side view. There you go.
It's right there. Just the hard cam shot of them face to face with the title in between. That's all you need to close the show off.
Which they did. So I mean,
Yeah.
they rectified it, but still a little bit of too much. Okay, I'm gonna mute. Never mind. Apparently, when I watch it live, it doesn't support it.
What were you trying to do?
I was just gonna rewind it just to see if the just about what you said about the theme.
Just sounded different. That's all. Well, that's the end of the show. That's the end of Raw, guys. What did you guys think of the show overall?
very long, very slow tonight.
But it still got the stories across.
It did, but it was still very long. A lot more talking tonight than what we've been accustomed to of late.
Mm-hmm.
That I like though, and
Mhm.
and here's why I like that, because now it's not so much now we already knew kind of where we're heading with WrestleMania. Now they're giving us a why do we care about what we have,
Yeah.
and that's what I like. Now we're getting the whole Sami and Gunther a little bit more added there. You're keeping Gable involved in there because Gable should be mad that it's not him. Sami Zayn wants to know why. He's a little distracted there, but also he's focused with Gunther. Gunther doesn't think he can beat him. Neither does Gable. So you got a very compelling thing there. You got some more advancement with the tag team match and the 6-man ladder match. And that's going to be filled out, I believe, on Friday on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a chaotic match, and you don't really need a lot of talking points on that. It's just going to be a chaotic. You're just going to get chaos with 6 teams wanting to
become the tag team champions.
Also, I'm going to say this because I was watching Stash Club Wrestling yesterday, and they said it was going to be funny when you put 4 titles up in the air. I think WrestleMania 40 is the day where we see new designing tag team titles for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. I think we will get new tag team straps unveiled at WrestleMania on there. So the winning team only takes down 1 pair of tag titles.
See, and I'm thinking that WrestleMania is where they actually split them and put a tag belt back on SmackDown and a tag belt on Raw.
But how do you do that when you've got Raw and SmackDown competing in the same ladder match, OMD?
Very easily, you can have SmackDown people go up one ladder, grab the belts while the Raw team grabs the other ones, or they just grab the SmackDown belts and roll out and take off.
That just kind of sounds like a bit of overbooking, though.
But also, okay, OMD, we're hypothetically, we're a tag team in this match. We're on SmackDown. We're up there. Why don't we want to take the Raw titles?
Right.
There we go.
Say that they don't get the SmackDown belts and get knocked off the ladder, too.
Yeah.
But Parrish, I do think you're right. It would look a little awkward with the teams going up there and grabbing 4 titles.
Yeah. It's, you know how much time it would look and like how kind of like funny it would be? Be like, oh, no, here's 1. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here's 2. Halfway there. Here's 3. Oh no, somebody's on us. We got to get all 4 to win.
It would look like Jack Swagger when he tried to take the Money in the Bank off the hook.
Oh,
That just looked really awkward.
Cena made it look awkward. I think Cena broke it, to be honest. I think when he did it, I don't think he expected it to be as quick. But
oh yeah, that was when they were unifying the championships.
No, Randy Orton won that one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I remember Orton taking down the whole.
Cena won Money in the Bank, and I remember him with the red briefcase, and he just looked like, okay, I have it.
Yeah.
But no, at the same time, now we're focusing just on Rhea and Becky, and let's face it, we really don't need a lot of stuff for that.
Mm-hmm.
The more the story build is for Bayley and Io, and they're doing a great job with that right now. And then, so we got a little bit more with the IC match. We got some stuff with Cody. We got a lot more with Drew and Seth, which I think is good. There needs to be a little bit more focus on that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a healthy thing. And then on top of that, we're getting a lot of underlying layers when you guys have the stuff with Candice and Indy and Ivy and Maxine, like all this stuff. We have Liv in the background, kind of just looking on. We got that closure with Nia and Becky. There's a lot to take in on this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, there was a lot of the smaller stuff they were doing felt like they were looking past WrestleMania with these moving parts. You know,
right?
It's preparing you for
after Mania.
Yeah, like yes, a good chunk of the stories are going to be told, but you're still going to have some to look forward to.
Yeah.
Thus creating opportunities for oh my God moments.
Right.
And I really do believe that the Raw after Mania is going to be one to watch. Given what last year was, it wasn't what we wanted. It wasn't. I don't think it's as terrible as people think. It's just not what we wanted. We wanted a little bit more. We got Brock Lesnar turning on Cody. That was pretty big.
Yeah. I was going to say that was the big shocker of last year's Raw after Mania.
But I think this is going to be a Raw after Mania that's going to blow people away.
And here's the funny thing about last year's Raw after Mania with Brock turning on Cody. I remember I did not want that. I wanted Cody to continue with Roman. In retrospect, I'm glad it happened because we got 3 fantastic matches with Brock and Cody.
Well, and you needed that separation because it makes this rematch even more special.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot more. We got Punk's going to be back. He's on schedule for his return. We're getting a lot of stuff to look forward to. And I think this is a very informative show. It was a very, like Omni said, slower show, but it's slower. So by next week, it starts picking up. By Brooklyn in 2 weeks, it's going to be all guns blazing. And then you're at WrestleMania, and that's the shootout.
And that's the interesting part is the next 2 weeks we are heading into 2 arenas, the Barclays Center and the Rosemont Horizon, where there's a very hot crowd that's at both those shows all the time.
Reverse it. Next week is Rosemont. Then it's
yeah.
I really want good dude right there, by the way.
That's a fantastic movie, by the way. I will just flat out say that. But what do you say we hand out those socials, boys? Starting with you, OMD.
Yeah.
Well,
first
the people can find me on the Book of Faces, Daniel Hrycyk, HRYCYK, on Snapchat at One Man Dynamics, capitals on OM and D, on Twitch at OMD17, and on Discord at OMD6370. Visually, the people can find me right here every Monday with the Raw Parol. Wait, spell check. Raw Patrol. And every Tuesday on Turnbuckle Talk. Every Thursday with Bubba Duke on the Boar's Nest. And occasionally you will catch me on the Window Lickers podcast doing the Raw preview review show.
All right. So, Mr. Parrish, where can the people look for you?
Well, you know that place that your parents told you not to look? I won't be there, but I will be online, though, on my TikTok at Chris Parrish, my YouTube at Chris Parrish, Facebook, The Chris Parrish, Twitch at The Chris Parrish. Check me on my Discord right there. It's right there. Want to get that going a little bit. So go check that out. You can mediate with me on the X at Chris Parrish, and then you can check out all the cool photos that I have on Instagram and see how little I use threads. But that's at Chris.Parrish. Visually, always at the Raw Patrol here on Monday nights, where we survey the wrestling scene within WWE every Monday. You can see me there. And then every Sunday with the Chris Parrish podcast, where I don't know yet, kind of where the future holds. We are in that phase of just trying things out, seeing how things work, but it's fun. It's a good thing. New look. We'll rebrand. So come check us out, 12:15 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. And I'm going to have some things in the works prior to the WrestleMania week, potentially with one plug.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I know he's not here, but I'm going to throw out his socials anyways. But if you want to look for our host, Carl Carafel, look for him at lanktr.ee/Carl Carafel. That's his Linktree account. You can find all his socials there. Right now, let's go to my socials right now. That's not mine. That's Chris Parrish's. All right, you can find me at youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment, twitch.tv CBRS_entertainment, threads.net CBestFilms83, facebook.com Chris.best83, tiktok.com at CBRS.entertainment. You can look for me every Monday night alongside these two gentlemen, alongside Bubba Duke and Carl Carafel, as we do the Raw Patrol, not the Raw Parole, every Monday night, where we, as Chris Parrish alluded to, survey the wrestling landscape on Monday nights. You can look for me Tuesdays at 8:05 Eastern, as I do Turnbuckle Talk alongside OMD this week, but usually alongside Carl Carafel and OMD. You can also look for me Saturday nights on my YouTube channel, as I do Saturday Night Gaming. This week, we start off with Uncharted 3. All right, so for OMD, for Chris Parrish, my name is Chris Best. We're going to end the show off. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.